If life is ticking along so well for you, why are you so anxious? Well, it feels as though you have kind of reached a peak in your career or your endeavors where you've kind of realized it's time to move on from something. Like you're going to just be treading water if you stay in your comfort zone, doing what you've always done, and you're very good at it, and kind of keeping the status quo would be a really easy thing for you to do. But there is some underlying unease bubbling up. You know that something is about to crop up for you, a new opportunity. It feels like new earnings that is going to see you leaving behind this comfort zone and stepping toward, despite your anxieties, stepping towards something new. It may involve a bit of a painful discussion that you have to have with someone, or there may just be a lot of messages back and forth, quite a bit of research, a bit of internet snooping, a bit of back and forth here. Maybe it's even a job that you see that you decide to apply for, and maybe you're bringing around all your mates or people in the industry to find out a bit more. It's that kind of vibe, yes, and it could be a painful discussion with whoever you are currently kind of working around or near, or your current life, because things feel like they're going to be a bit disrupted. You are being urged to summon your power. This is instinct, intellect, and control. This is saying, you are very powerful, and it is time to explore the full extent of that, because you are so much more complex and you've got so many more talents than you are actually using. So this is about leveling up in a way. And yes, the moon emotions there are in your worth, your house of values, your house of earned income. So you might connect with a chance to make money in a way that really fulfills you emotionally. And it might be like a dream job, and you realize, wow, I am going to have to step outside my comfort zone because there is a real need to face new challenges here and to see what I'm really capable of. Please excuse my croaky voice. I've been fighting something for a week. All right, let's see what the universe wants to say about this new opportunity that's coming up. There it is. There's the opportunity. There's your confusion about the choices. There's the opportunity. It's a golden ticket. But you are confused. You're looking at all the different possible ways to make this happen, or if I do this, then I have to say goodbye to that. And yes, it looks like this ending is you imagining that it might be painful. The message there is that everything really is fine. So maybe these fears are really mostly in your head. Okay, so that is a good look at where we're at now. But what is coming up that you need to know here? Well, yeah, this is quite the change coming in. This is new ideas, new thoughts, new opportunities, especially if you work in written communication or communication of any sort, if you're a lawyer. But this is, a situation galloping in that does change things. So it is opportunities in the form of contract ideas, conversations, and yes, there you are, really tempted to leap off into the great unknown of a brand new adventure. So what is the energy for you to lean away from, and what is the energy for you to lean towards here? Oh, I'm getting to pull cards from different decks as well as my usual. So let's, this is a bit exciting. Okay, wow. So energies to lean away from. Staying stuck in a situation because you're very familiar with it, even as you realize you're quite tired of it, and you are defending your position here in this kind of role or job or whatever it is, even though you're kind of fatigued by it. So lean away from anything where you've been fighting this fight for so long and trying to make progress here for so long that you kind of bedded in and you're like, well, I'm going to see this out to the bitter end. No, you don't have to do that now. It's sort of saying you can stop, trying so hard and just relax. Now, the crack shot card came out for energies to lean away from. So this is just resting on your laurels in your zone of expertise that you've built currently. So you could stay the big fish in the small pond, but this is saying don't do that. Move into where you can be a beginner. Learn these new things. Get into an area that is a complete unknown for you if the opportunity arises and it tickles your fancy. if it really does attract you. Don't stay just somewhere where you're really good and perfected the art of something when there's, you've got one tentacle that's super strong, but you've got 7 more tentacles to build up. So don't just relax into your one superpower. It's time to branch out. Oh, and lean away from misunderstandings. So this is, I'm more sort of getting the barriers or the blocks, and this feels like they're in your mind. So lean away from all of the, well, it'll never work out, the negativity, putting blocks in your own way. And in some way, this 9 of Wands references this as well. The walls and the blocks. Oh God, I love that. That you put up for yourself. Ignore them. It's a mental, just do a mental high jump over them, because yeah, it's time to leave these behind. Now, interestingly, the energy to lean towards is the Page of Swords in reverse. And the thing that comes out there is lean towards a lack of planning. And you're sort of thinking, wow, how is that a thing? Lean towards being scatterbrained. And it feels like it's time to be a bit more random with stuff, be a bit less controlled. And look at this. It is time to really activate your fairy tales. What would your dream scenario be? It's time to have more faith in the unbelievable. Happily ever after, you could find your unicorn job and kind of not believe it. So it's about getting rid of all these doubts and mental blocks. It is saying have faith. And this card, the staff card, says that as well, that you will be taken care of. It says there in difficult times. But this is sort of saying the universe is on your side. It is supporting you. You will be guided through this. You have the universe's support. So it's time to believe that your ultimate fantasies and dreams for the life you want to create can come true. A personal issue reaches resolution. And look at this. This is the lack mindset. This is the poverty sort of consciousness. It is time for you to let go of all these limits and all the pessimism and the negativity. Don't look at all the worst case scenarios, because you are at this point now where you are vanquishing these. So this is a very strong message. The only thing that is currently holding you back or will hold you back from this glorious new future is your own sense of limitation or lack, and you don't need it anymore. It's time to have faith in yourself and your future. If you'd like your own personal reading on this or any other topic, go to my website, abundancelovejoy.com. I'd love to do a reading for you. Meanwhile, this is Sarah, wishing you much abundance, love, and joy.